Welcome to Pawpaw's Workshop. Well, today we've got a family project. Several days ago, I posted a video on the wound tracker for the Warhammer game. Well, that has really taken off and a lot of people wanted those. So, in answer to that demand, we're batching a whole big group today, and I'm getting my grandson, my son, all to be able to pitch in and help out. So let's get started. Let me show you how we did this batch today. To be able to put the numbers on all of these discs, the first thing that I did is just set up just a simple framing square, taped it down, and that gives me a perfect position to be able to slide each of these little discs in and keep the process going. That way I had minimum downtime between engraving each one of them. So that saved a lot of time right there. Now I just finished doing a video where I cut out one set of these little discs. And I wanted to be able to point out this is my XY0 position for the machine. And if you look over here at the preview, you can't see anything but this one section. So that's the section that's in the white. But I wanted to reinforce the fact that this will cut fine. Now in the meantime, one of the things that has happened, this has become a very popular item. My son had posted this on Facebook, and all kinds of people said, wow, I want one. So I ended up grouping a whole bunch of these together. Now this is on a 12 by 12 piece of 1/8 inch plywood. And I grouped these together by doing the copy and paste. I also tried the Replicator app. The Replicator app did work good, but I still had to take them and bring them closer together and position it so that I could get the maximum amount onto this 12 by 12 sheet of 1/8 inch plywood. I was able to add one more here, here, one extra set here, so there's 26 different sets utilizing the maximum amount of the plywood that it could. Well, these are all cut now, they're sold and gone, and we still have more to do. Now my son designed a lot more of the different logos that define the various armies in this Warhammer game. And this is just a few of the ones that he had designed. And he used the Inkscape to be able to bring this information into the computer system, refined it there, also used the AutoCAD to put the lettering into it, and then ultimately brought it over to the Lightburn software, and he did all of this work for me. It was great. Now to hold down this 1/8 inch piece of plywood, I'm using my glue and tape method, and of course I'm still using my 1/16 of an inch bit to be able to cut all of these out. Now I tried to even fit some more pieces in and just couldn't do it. So this was the maximum that I could get on the 12 by 12 inch piece of the birch plywood. And here you can see the preview and how it's going to be able to cut out. And that should do just fine. I'm excited to be able to get this accomplished. Then from here, I've got the machine going, and of course it cuts the pockets first, and it does have random tool pass movement, but that's typical for easel. But bottom line, even though it does have a lot of wasted movement, it gets the job done. As this is cutting out the individual pieces, one of the problems that I ran into that I really didn't anticipate, and it was completely my fault. When I put the glue onto the tape and then sprayed the activator on it, I waited too long to be able to clamp it in place. As a result, some places on this plywood, the glue actually dried and it did not hold the plywood sufficiently. As a result, some of these pieces started coming loose. And you can look closely, yes, there's some glue there, but it was dried. And here, there's really no glue at all. So this was entirely my fault. But at any rate, it gave a job for my grandson. We put him to work looking at the machine as it was cutting, and if there were some loose pieces, he would alert us, and we were able to just lift those up and out of the way so that it wouldn't cause any harm to the machine, and it ended up working great. He did an outstanding job of watching exactly what was taking place and would alert us to any pieces that were coming loose. Good job. I'm glad that he was in the shop today. And then his dad came over to sit with him for a while and watch the machine cut out the different pieces as well. I guess we're going to make it a family project for this. Once all the cutouts were done, we put him to work again to be able to remove the rest of them. Actually, most of them held in place really good, and he did an excellent job of separating them and getting them off the table. So the glue and tape method does work really well when you do it right, and when Paw messes up and doesn't do it right, it doesn't hold very well. But again, it was a good job for my grandson to be able to help out. He loved helping, and he felt that he was really contributing to the whole entire project. And guys, he really was. Good job.
Found that?
Yeah.
Can you show him how you ride on it? Yeah. Sit down. Go on.
Wow.
You going back this way? Yeah. Okay.
Good job, Lucas. There you go. There you go. Good job.
Papa, I can't reach it.
Okay, I'll get it. Okay. I wanted to give you a quick close-up of the stack that we needed to do and show you just how the JTech Laser was engraving the numbers. They did a really good job, and you can see a good fine detail on such a small number. I'm really happy to be able to have the laser by JTech Photonics in my shop. It has really added a new dimension. To be able to engrave these numbers, we did it in the one pass with 40 inches of a minute and 100% power. They look really good. In the beginning of this whole process, oriented the framing square in this manner, and it worked okay. It did a good job. But as anything else that takes place in my shop, we're always looking for easier and better ways to do it. And I found that if we turn the framing square the other direction, it was a lot easier to take the pieces in and out and continue moving through this whole process. You can see we had quite a few that were being made, and it was going very smoothly. I like this setup with the framing square better. Now once it was all done, you could see the whole collection of the logos that we did, and I think they were very impressed with how they looked. My son was excited, I was excited. I think they look really, really nice. You tell me, what do you think? But I can say this, the folks in the Warhammer world like them as well. This was a fun family project to be able to do, and I know we've got more of these to make in the near future. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video today. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell next to it so you'll be notified on the different videos that I upload. Also check out the videos over here to be able to stay up to date on the happenings in my shop. So again, thank you for watching my videos.